Scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, coming at you with part 2 of this Mother's Day spread. You can see that 9x12 that I finished in the last video, and now I'm working on a 8x12 of 4 vertical 4x6s, and I just trimmed down a 12x12 pocket page to fit in a 9x12 album. That's why it's such an interesting orientation. But I had these 3 photos of me and my boys, and I wanted to make sure that they were big and got the attention that they deserved. So now I'm going to cut down some 4x6 cards to go in the back of these photos. They are 3x5, so I have some extra space around the edges, and I am liking that lately, having some nice pretty pattern layers in the background again. So I am trying to figure out what papers are going where. I have these 2 florals, one is dark and one is light. And I want to keep them sort of separated, I think, so I have them in opposite corners. Then I need one more. I decided on the green for the back of the 3x4 card that will be my title card. I'm going to move things around quite a bit, probably. This was a fairly quick layout. This whole spread was fairly quick. I didn't find, Mother's Day is fraught for me because I have boys, and boys never really care or pay attention that it's Mother's Day, or at least my boys don't. Yes, I'm not raising them right. So really, the only thing that was happening on this Mother's Day was I made them all take selfies with me. So, like, I didn't really especially care about these photos. So, I like having a set of selfies with my boys, especially nowadays because they don't love having their pictures taken. But other than that, scrapbooking about your own Mother's Day, especially when nobody really makes a big deal out of it, is just kind of meh. So I'm just trying to get these photos done. That's why they've been sitting in my album unscrapped for so long anyway, because whatevs. I have this card that got all weirdly cut because I used the background, and it says I got it from my mama, and I really want to have it visible. So while I'm working these layers, I've got it behind that photo, but I'm going to move it to the front. Finn is the one that looks the most like me and acts the most like me, so that I got it from my mama. Works for him. I'm going to create a little banner, I think, for this one. I don't want to just, cut these papers and create the same sort of matting effect for all of them, so I'm trying to create some different looks and color blocks for these photos. Just little pops of color here and there, but I don't want them to all look the same. Tried to make it work this way, but it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out so it is only the width of that. I got it from my mama. Then I'm going to turn it into a little word art piece instead of the card that it is right now, or, well, the remnants of a card that it is right now. And I'll just notch it into a cute little banner and put it over that white space between Finn and the edge of the photo. That grass should be covered up anyway. Super cute. Okay, so now I need to figure out what I'm going to mat this card in. I'm going to use this dark floral just to bring it in from the card with Karsten as well. I like to make sure that I have a few pops of the same pattern. And then some pink as well. Maybe. Can't decide where I want to put it. There we go. Kind of mirrors that pink banner as well. Alright, so I need to deal with the title card, and you know me, I have to notch things into banners. It's just how I roll lately. So I'm going to create a little banner backing for this card. I like it. It's a little plain though, so I need to add a little bit more to it. But I don't want to add like, the majority of the stickers that I have left are more words, so I don't want to add more words. So I'm going to grab my washi book that I made. You can see it in my scrapbook organization highlight on my Instagram if you're interested. And I'm going to pull out this navy, I believe it's my navy star washi tape from the Heart collection. And the navy matches perfectly with the navy in this collection and also brings that navy up to that card as well. So I'm going to use it just at the top here. Add just a little bit more navy, which really I think grounds and balances the whole pocket spread. There we go. It's fun looking at these pictures. They were taken back in May, obviously, and so much has changed since then. Obviously, I have changed, but also Josiah is a lot taller than me now, more so than he is in this photo. He's taller than Carson now. And everyone just has gotten bigger and or, in my case, smaller, so it's kind of fun working on these old photos and seeing just how much can change in just a few short months. Just adding some extra stickers here and there to finish off this spread. Lots of words, as many of the icons as I can. But yeah, really simple layout, really simple spread. Sometimes you just want to get them done and move past them, which is kind of how I was feeling with this layout. So I'm super glad to have it done so I can move on. I haven't printed any of my September photos yet, waiting till after I get home from vacation to do that, but there are some September photos that I'm really excited to scrapbook. But I really felt like I needed to get some of these older spreads that are just kind of sitting in my album off of my plate before I started scrapbooking September. Otherwise, I would push these back even further in favor of photos that really excited me instead. So I'm just really glad to get these done and dusted. Alright, I think I'm about done here. Let me pull in some sequins just to tie in the other side. I'm not going to add as many as I did to the 9x12 layout, but I'm going to add a few in here like they're enamel dots, these green ones, and it'll tie in all of the stuff I put on the other side, which will work really well. Trying to be very strategic about where I put them because I'm not going to add too many. Just a few to accent these clusters that I've created as well. A lot of green on both of these sides of this spread, which is not a color I use very often, at least especially not this shade of green, which is very nice and muted. So it's kind of a fun change of pace on in my album. Alright, let's pull in the 9x12. look at them together, maybe. Clean up these sequins first. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed both of these process videos, I'd love them if you give them a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. And if you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. My handle is @TraciMReed. All right, thank you.